The same expectations you had before COVID followed over into that. And when it didn't go back to ground zero, go back to normal, some sort of normalcy, then you're saying that a lot of youth pastors said, yeah, this is not what I signed up to make an impact. I signed up to do the thing, and the thing's not happening.
Yeah. And as we as we kind of, looked at all of the data, that came out of the survey, and, and we also then talked with youth pastors. We interviewed youth pastors. We interviewed senior leaders and so forth. And, I think there was a few insights that really rose to the surface from the data. And, a few of them I'll share with you is, there's a giant shift happening within the church that has revealed vastly different generational values, expectations, and ministry philosophies between youth workers and senior leaders. And so what we found is, a lot of the senior leaders are of the older generation. So you've got Gen X, you've got boomers.
Careful now, careful.
Yeah, I'm a Gen Xer, so you've got younger leaders that are Gen Z, millennials.
Yes.
And what we found, like with that older generation, there's still the industrial age mindset.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And with this younger generation, you've got more of a digital age mindset. And both, like even the industrial age mindset, that served the church really well.
Yeah.
But what's happening is there's just generational gaps. And so the values and different things are clashing right now. Yeah. And so when they are clashing, where the data rises to the top, where a lot of people feel frustrated is because they're not able to get on the same page. Okay. They're not able to have clear and realistic expectations. Right. And so my encouragement to, youth workers out there that are listening that might feel that way is we also have a responsibility to lead up. And that means being able to say, I'm going to have a conversation with my supervisor and to be able to hash this out. Like, here's the reality that I'm in, and I'm feeling this, right? And being able to like, okay, in the reality of I'm in, the expectations I have are this. Can we talk about that? What really is realistic in this environment right now? Can we get on the same page with that? Yeah. And when youth workers have done that, it really has helped be able to then like, okay, I can take a deep breath. Maybe I'm not, like my job's not in jeopardy as much as I think, but we can get on the same page. So that's a big deal. The second thing is there's a lack of organizational health within churches that has led to too many issues that are taxing on youth workers. Okay. So there is a piece where there has been unhealth. And we can't,
100%,
right? Like we can't discredit that.
I've been in them. I can testify. That's a whole nother podcast, though. That's a whole nother episode.
I know. Yeah. Right, Paul? There is such truth to that. And gosh, if you're in that, we get it, we understand. And those are things that you have to really pray about and discern and seek wise counsel and so forth to seek healthy next steps. But there's a reality there that's happening. And, those are things that we have to wrestle with as a church. Like, how can we improve the health of my team? How can we improve the health of my church? So that's a reality that we found in the survey. The third thing is that youth workers feel overworked, undercompensated, and underdeveloped by their leadership. And then the fourth one was COVID has compounded, not created, all three of these issues.
That's right. Those issues existed long before COVID. And COVID, I would go so far as to say, has exposed it.
Yes.
And showed it for what it was, which was pastors and other staff and other people talking past each other on the grind, production, right? You make an illustration in the survey talking about how Ford, came up with a great way back in the industrial days to produce a car, right? And there's a lot of pastors who bought into that from those generations of how to mass produce something without having too much conversation, right?
Yep.
The things are doing the work, the machines are doing the work, we're producing cars and we put them out into the world. And so when you say that, that these, pre-COVID, what COVID did was reveal these things that are already, it didn't start it, didn't create it, but is actually revealing, what's happening. And